Hello all, welcome back to my channel Facing the Waves. Today I wanted to do a video on a topic that I've been thinking about lately, which is how as a stay-at-home mom and homeschooling mom and a self-employed small business owner, how I can bring in more income to help out my family, especially during the down seasons of my business. I tend to get super busy around Christmas time and around springtime. I do a couple events that I'm really busy in, but right now the markets are kind of slow. I'm finding that I'm not enjoying really setting up at the farmers markets with my products lately. So I wanted to think about ways that I have used during my off season to bring in some extra money. And maybe you guys have some ideas as well. I posted this on my Facebook farm channel, or my Facebook farm Facebook page, the Our Vision Farm on Facebook, and I've gotten tons of ideas, new ideas of things that I could be doing as a side gig. But I wanted to share with you what I have done in the past, because I kind of just wait until I'm on the slow season to do these things. Now if I kept up with these things, I would probably make a whole bunch more money. But now that I'm thinking about it again, and it's always good to find ways to make extra income, even if it's just a little bit. The first one started with this app. I found this app, I think sometime last year. A mom on Facebook shared it, and that's how I signed up. It's called Appin. I've done a lot of survey apps and survey websites, and a lot of them are not worth my time. I find that they're a waste, just a complete waste of time. Now I'm not going to say this one is perfect, but what I like about Appin is that you can cash out as soon as you have hit $3, which is awesome. Usually survey apps and stuff, you have to reach 10, 15, 20 to even cash out. So with $3, and you can cash out with a gift card. I usually do the PayPal option. Now this account is new because I recently changed my email. I was dealing with some type of identity theft, and my email was compromised, so I completely changed my email and I had to open a whole new account. This is how much I've made in maybe the last day and a half of taking surveys. So I like to get it up to 15, 20 bucks before cashing out, but it's nice to know that I have the option to cash out at $3. So I'm gonna try to find a way to leave a link to all of this, especially this app, but any of them that I do have a link for, because if you guys were to download Appin with my link, I would get 50 cents and you would get 50 cents as well. And then once you download your app and you start taking surveys, you can go ahead and start sharing it with others so that you can continue getting 50 cents. I did this with my old account. I did this and I put it on my Facebook farm page and got a couple people to sign up, so that was nice. I had maybe $2.50 off of people that signed up with my code. So the last time I had this account, I took a break on doing this. I think I had made $40-50 in a month, which is not bad for just taking surveys. A trick with these is I try to click on all the surveys, but if you see some of them have stars, some of them have less stars than others. If you see any that have 3 stars and above, definitely take those surveys. Those are the ones that most likely you're going to get approved for. The ones that have half a star or 1 star might not be that good. So I try to do the ones with the most stars first, and then I'll work my way, because this changes all day long. So I just try to do as much as I can during my free time, and if I'm sitting around just scrolling on Facebook, might as well be trying out a survey or two before I do that. So this is, I wish I would have more to show you on this one, because I did make a lot last time that I had this. Like I said, in a month I could make 40 bucks, but since I'm restarting over, that's all I really have to show. So I really like this app, Appin, because of the low amount that you need to check out, and I don't get booted off a lot of the survey. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I feel like I took the whole survey and then it says you didn't qualify, which is frustrating, but it's something that you deal with all the apps, and I don't find that a lot with this one. And I guess it just depends on the person. My husband tried downloading this the last time, and he kept getting booted off all the surveys. So I don't know if it has to do if you're a male or female or your race or whatever. They're looking for certain demographics, but I seem to get approved for a lot of the surveys. Another one, of course, is YouTube, but this one will take you a lot longer to reach into monetization. As you guys know, my channel, Facing the Waves, finally got monetized, and the first month that I started earning income was November. And very small, I have a very small channel. That is how much I've made, and January is not done yet, so that's how much I've made. But I'm still trying to monetize my farm channel, Our Vision Farm. That one I've had for several years, longer than the Facing the Waves, and I still haven't got monetized. So YouTube is not always a great way to try to generate income at first, because it's going to take you a while to get monetized. Unless your channel for some reason happens to blow up like right in the beginning, then that is awesome. But this is how much I've made on this channel. I have yet to receive a payment because on my Google AdSense, it has to reach the $100 threshold for them to send me my first payment. So adding all this up, I think I'm about $20 away. So you guys can help me out with that, so I can get my first payment by just watching my videos, watching my ads. And I am not sure if every time you get paid you have to reach the $100 threshold, or if it's just for the first payment. Not quite sure on that, but this is another way that I am making money now with YouTube. But this is just like very recent, in the last couple months. But another way that I can make money on YouTube, which I practice on my farm channel, is the Amazon affiliate links. So even though my channel on Our Vision Farm is not monetized yet, anytime that I'm using products or things that you can find on Amazon in my video, what I do is link it in the description, and I do get clicks from that, and sometimes I get purchases from that. Here is my Amazon affiliate link. See, like, I'm not very consistent with putting in the links. I have to get more used to it, but this is about how much I've made in the times that I do put links. So like here it shows the payments that I've gotten. So I've only gotten 2 payments so far, but that's $10.32. That's $11.60. And that's money that I would not have had otherwise if I didn't link those on that channel. So even though my channel over there is not monetized, I can still bring in some type of income by linking those products. Another one that kind of goes hand in hand with the Google AdSense that you have to apply for if you want to make money on YouTube is if you have your own website. Definitely sign up for the Google AdSense so you can get ads on your website and get paid for those. I recently closed my website. I'm going to take a break on my website. It wasn't doing much for me. I wasn't making sales on it, and I was paying $30 a month to keep it open. So I decided I was going to close it for the meantime until we move and get settled to our new place. I'll start that over. But that is how much I made for just having ads on my website. When people would go on my website, maybe click the ads. That is how much I reached. But again, I have not gotten this money yet because I have to reach $100 off Google AdSense as well. For some reason, I have to reach $100 to get paid off that, plus the YouTube. Like, it doesn't add it up together, which kind of sucks. But once I reach 100 on YouTube, at least I'll get that money. But that is how much I made in just having ads on my website. Another app that I use is Inbox Dollars, but it's not one of my favorites. I'm contemplating whether I want to delete it or not, but right now I am waiting for a payment. So Inbox Dollars, it's like a whole combination of things that you can do to make money on here, which is nice, but for some reason it just takes me forever to make money on Inbox Dollars. I'm not consistent with uploading receipts. Let me see if I can show you how much I've cashed out on Inbox Dollars in the past. Oh, I said it right here. So lifetime, I've cashed out $307. Sounds like a lot, but I had a deal. It was like an offer where you would sign up for a Chime account, and then you have to, and that paid $250 on its own. So most of that money is from that. So I cashed out on that deal, and what I had to do was download the Chime app and get direct deposit. And I think like once you got 3 direct deposits or something, you would get the thing. That took a couple months to get that $250. And I ended up having to contact the the support, because for some reason even though I did all the steps to complete the offer, it wasn't giving me the money. But that worked out only because my husband had gotten a new job, a temporary job at the point, so around that time. So I went ahead and took that offer and put his income from that temporary job as direct deposit to our Chime account. Now that he's not working there anymore, we're not even using the Chime account anymore. So I will probably eventually delete that, or I'll keep it just in case. But that's how much I've made on inbox dollars. I would take away the $250 from that. So I've made whatever's left over from that just off of surveys. They have like offers that you can click on. So like when I did that Chime offer, it was one of these, and like it'll say earn $250. So I definitely took advantage of that. There's offers that you can just sign up for. You can get paid for playing like little games that you have to download on your app. Not really worth it in my opinion. Like you could take hours playing these games and just earn a couple cents, but it's something. They have where you could download receipts. If I was more consistent with this, I bet I could make more money, because you can download just a receipt and get 2 cents for it. But if you add products that you bought and those show up on your receipt, you get paid more. So some of them are rebates, some of them are just like cash back. You get a couple cents cash back. So it adds up eventually, but I just feel like I'm not consistent enough in doing that. And then on the Facebook page, they post what you call a win it code, and you get a couple cents for that. Once you do, like if you open their paid emails, this little bar fills up here, and then when you click it, you can scratch like their little lottery cards and win a couple cents at a time. So I just cashed out on this for a $15 Walmart gift card. I usually do PayPal, but that's how much I recently cashed out. So now I'm back to 16 cents. So then I have to start all the way over, and it takes me several months to get to $10-15 on this app, which is why it's not my favorite. But if you take advantage of all the things, you can generate a little bit of income using this free app. Here's another one that I like that has to do kind of with Amazon. It's called Amazon Mechanical Turk Worker, or I just Google in Amazon M Turk, and you can find it and create an account. They do go through an approval process, so you won't get started right away. But how I like to do this one, it's kind of like another one where it has a lot of surveys, or like filling out data. Like you have to get information from receipts, but I like doing the surveys. What I like to do is filter out, I cover my name here. So like right here, you click filter where the little green hand is, and you can filter it out. So you can click hits that I'm qualified to work on, and you put reward highest amount first, and you could kind of categorize it to the highest paying jobs at the moment. So $8, $5, $2, those are the ones that I like to do, the $2, $1, 50-cent ones, because it does add up. I have not done this in a while. Again, consistency is key. If I were to be doing this all the time on my free time, I could make some money. I mean, it's not like a paying job, but I'll show you how much I've made so far since I've started using this a couple years ago, how much I've cashed out so far, at least, so you can see what I'm talking about. So the jobs on this website is called hits. So that is how many hits I have been approved for lifetime. So 1,914 jobs, and this could be anything, like just little surveys or little easy jobs, or it could be the longer projects. So sometimes you do get rejected if you complete a survey too fast, and the person who posted the survey feels like you did it too fast. They'll reject you, and you won't get paid for that, unfortunately. So that is how much I have made lifetime, $521.75, but that is within the past few years, and I haven't been doing this consistently lately. It could be a lot more. Like for example here, 2023 I haven't made anything at all yet, $0. 2022 I made $65.79, 2021 $54.51, and then this is just because it's been so many years that I've been doing this. That's how much it has added up to. But if you think about it, that's $521 that I would not had otherwise if I wasn't doing this. Bonuses is just like some surveys you take, and like they offer you to come back to do like a second part. They give you a bonus for it, or sometimes the person who posted up the survey or whatever, the job, sometimes they give you bonuses for no reason. I've gotten a couple of those like that. Like they'll just send a thank you note saying thank you for your careful work on this survey, and they'll send you like $1 bonus. But that is another one to look into, because you can definitely do this on your free time. Get on your computer, try to complete as many tasks as you want to. I usually stop when I get discouraged. If I'm getting like rejected for a bunch of surveys, that is when I just cut it off for the day. But I'm going to get back to this and start doing this again, because it is a good way to make money, and I have just not been doing it. Here is another one that I've done in the past, but I'm not doing right now. It's called Appin online. You can just Google Appin online, and you have to apply, and it's kind of like a freelancing job. I've done transcription on this because you have to like apply for jobs, not like an actual job, but like projects. So I can't log in anymore. It's not letting me log in. It's been so long since I've been on this. Plus I had a whole like emails change and everything. But I've made money on this before. Like they actually have pay by the hour tasks or pay by the transcription. It depends, because they have different things. It's not just transcription. They have different projects on here, but they do pay. They are legit. I've gotten payments from them before. I believe they pay in some other type of currency, because I remember they paid through PayPal or some other form of payment, and they had to convert it to American dollars. So I actually got paid a tiny bit less than what I thought because of that, like when it got changed up to the US currency. But they do pay. They are legit. Last time I tried to get on here, I ended up having to like make a whole nother account, and then I applied for a couple jobs, but never heard back. So the market might be saturated on this, but you never know. Go ahead and try it just in case you have better luck with it, because I do remember I was doing this for a while, and I actually got a job that was like a month long, 2 months long. I can't really remember, and I believe I got paid for like 100. I know I had a payment for like 175, 147, somewhere around there. So it's not like a whole lot of money, but for a couple hours of work, it's worth it. And then it's like you can work whenever you want with Appin. It's not like strict hours. It just depends on the project that you sign up for and get approved for and all of that. But it's a good way to make side income, which brings me to this one, because I did like transcribing for Appin. I just can't figure out how to get jobs nowadays, because I tried and I don't know what happened, and they keep sending me like different offers on emails and things that I'm not really interested in doing. So I'm not pursuing this one anymore. But I applied for Rev, which I saw somebody on my Instagram that I follow that started doing this, and this is like straight just transcription. So I'm hoping that they accept me. It's been about 2.5 weeks since I applied, and it says it could take anywhere from 4 to 12 weeks to hear back. But I'm crossing my fingers for this, because I love transcribing, and I'm actually a pretty fast, like I type really fast. So I was doing really good when I was doing it for Appin, but for some reason can't get jobs on that anymore. So I'm trying to see if this works out. So Rev, I believe they pay you by the page that you transcribe, or by the word. I am not sure how that works. I know it's not like hourly pay. It's depending on how much work you put in, but you can put in as many minutes or hours as you want a day or a week. And it seems promising. I know for sure the person I follow has gotten paid, and she's actually been taking this very seriously and doing it every single day for income. So I feel like it's something I could do as well. So it's something I applied for. It says you can get paid weekly, and I guess through PayPal it says. And then I don't really listen to where it says how much you can make, because I know it depends on how much work you put in. But it is a legit opportunity, because I've literally watched somebody else do it. And freelancing jobs are awesome, because you could put in as much or as little work as you want. So that is more of what I am looking for, freelancing opportunities. And transcribing, if you're like a fast typist, definitely try out that. Another one that I've been doing and learned about recently is class action lawsuits. Now you have to be careful with these because you don't want to take advantage. I follow a couple Facebook pages that are built just around people sharing these class action lawsuits, and a lot of people are unfairly just applying for everything that they see, and I don't think that is the right thing to do. And it also like lessens the amount of money that people that deserve the lawsuit money. It just like shrinks the amount that they're splitting up between everybody, and everybody is getting less. Like for example, the Equifax, there was an Equifax settlement, and I think people were supposed to get $150 each if you got approved for that lawsuit. But since so many people applied for it, and I guess they didn't have enough to split it up to $150 each person, everybody got like $5 checks in the mail. So that is because way too many people applied for it, and probably people that did not deserve it and that did not even ever use Equifax or get their data breached from Equifax. So, but you just Google class action lawsuits and check it out and see if there's any. I've applied for a couple that I thought were fair to me because I've actually bought the product. And some of them you do not need proof. Some of them they do want proof, like by a receipt or like proof of purchase. But I like to do the ones that you don't need proof on, and that I've honestly purchased the product or dealt with the company in the past. I don't like to just go ahead and apply for everything. There's all kinds of lawsuits. It has to do with food, different companies. It just depends. And it's not just this website. You can search on just a Google search of what class action lawsuits are open at the moment, and just pick and choose which ones you want to apply for. I've gotten I haven't got too many yet. Again, with the whole email switch, I'm probably going to lose out on a couple payments that I applied for sometime last year, because payments usually do come like through the email or through the mail. So recently one of my friends is the one who got me onto this, because she had filled out, she used to live in Illinois, and Illinois had like a big Facebook lawsuit, and she actually ended up getting paid like over $300 from that. And she told me, if you ever see like any class action lawsuits that you think you would qualify for, definitely apply for them. You never know. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't take too much time out of your day to apply for it. Sometimes it's just as easy as putting your name, address, and how you want to get paid. Like you could put your PayPal email. They'll pay you through PayPal, or sometimes they mail out checks. So that's why I started doing these, but haven't seen extreme results. I've gotten like peanut butter coupons from this. I got just a $5 Old Navy credit from this, which I ended up just donating to somebody else that needed it, because I can't really figure out what to buy at Old Navy for $5. And I've gotten the $5 check for Equifax settlement, and that's it. I'm waiting on the rest that I have applied for. Like there was a Tyson chicken settlement and a couple other ones that I applied for. But some people do get, if you get a good one and you're fairly applying for it, and it doesn't require, it doesn't require proof, because I know we don't all keep receipts all the time, but you can get paid. Some people make a whole income from this, but I think they're doing it unfairly, so definitely don't recommend that. I feel like karma will eventually get you, and you just applying for all of these that you know you're not entitled to is not a good thing. Alright, and the last one that I think is worth mentioning that I've done personally before, so I can speak for, is DoorDash. Now, I don't currently do DoorDash because in this season of our life it just does not work out. For some reason, the market, again, is saturated in my area. I used to do this, but it was easier when the kids were at school. They used to attend public school, so I would do DoorDash while they were at school, so during those hours. And now that I'm homeschooling them, I'm not going to take the kids with me to do DoorDash. There's all kinds of channels on YouTube of people that literally just make an income on DoorDash, which is great, but I have used it in the past definitely for extra income. And I was doing it a lot when the kids were in school. Now, not so much. We picked it up a little while ago, when we were just self-employed, me and my husband, and we needed the extra money. We did it for a little bit, but now I've completely stopped it. I actually just re-downloaded the app so I can show you my earnings that I've had in the past, but I'm probably going to delete it after this because I'm not planning on doing DoorDash anymore. And with DoorDash, you just apply. I think it takes a bit. They send you a food heat bag. They send you a DoorDash card that sometimes you will have to use to pay for the customer's orders, and that's all with their money, not your own money. And then it's pretty simple. You don't have to wear a uniform. You use your own vehicle, and that's another reason I don't do it anymore, is because my husband takes our small car that's more gasoline friendly to work, and then I have the Xterra, which is not gas friendly. We've tried doing DoorDash with the Xterra, and literally everything that I made went straight to gas. So let me go to my past payments so you can see how much I've made. So this is pretty much my deposits that I've had, and this is because we had a what do you call it, a bonus. They were doing a bonus back then, but they actually pay, and it's a legit opportunity. Keep in mind that you have to take out your own taxes for this, and you're not counting gasoline money that you're spending, so you have to kind of factor all that in, especially if you don't have a gas friendly car. It wouldn't be worth it. But that is all the deposits that I made, and this is just in the past because I'm not currently doing it anymore. But there's all kinds of gig apps. Uber Eats I tried for a while, but they weren't a lot, like they weren't in my area. I think they're more in my area now. I've heard of people doing Instacart. I have a friend that said she was doing Instacart. There's different grocery shopping ones. There's Postmates. There's a bunch of them. So if you have the free time and you have a car that's really good on gas, definitely try it out. Sometimes it takes a while to get approved, but once you're in, hopefully you will get enough jobs to make it worth it, because this has saved us a lot of times. I've been able to pay bills thanks to DoorDash, and got us out of some rough patches, especially when I was able to do it while the kids were at school. So luckily we don't have to rely on it too much now, especially with gas prices, but it's definitely legit, and they do pay. They pay by the week, and you can even do like the fast pay option. So that is one that I've done in the past. Now, if you guys have any other ideas of things, mostly like freelancing opportunities, Rover is another one I was recommended on Facebook. A lady that I know, her daughter does Rover, and it's like pet sitting, pet boarding, and pet walking. So that is one I thought about applying for, but they asked for a $30-something application fee so that they can run your background check. So I'm not really sure if I want to do that. I know it is something that they just require, but I just don't know if it's going to be worth it, if I'm actually going to get enough jobs out of that to even bother. So that's one I'm kind of on the fence about. Somebody else told me about a company called Home Again. It's like an elderly care type of position where you don't need any experience, any background in like the medical field or anything. So I was looking that one up. It seemed like they had very flexible schedules. You could pick and choose when you want to work, how much you want to work, and I think the starting pay was like $15 an hour, which is not bad. But that's another one I'm on the fence about. I'm thinking about it because they are in my area, and it seems like they are all over the US, so that would be good if I ended up liking it, and then when we move I could continue doing it in the new state. Because they're so flexible with the hours, I could find a way to work when my husband is here to watch the kids, and kind of just work on the days that he has off. But I don't know, I'm not quite sure yet. I'm trying to just make do with my own small business, and now that I'm getting paid for YouTube and all of these other little extra side things that I do. So I don't know, I'm thinking about it, but that's something you might want to look into as well. The only thing I didn't like about it is that sometimes you have to bathe the elderly, which I guess it's okay, but I don't feel like I feel 100% comfortable with that right off the bat, bathing someone. But it seemed like it was a pretty easy job. You're just keeping the elderly, giving them companionship. Sometimes you have to cook meals for them or maybe take them to an appointment. It seemed like a really easy job. And I like old people. Old people love me. I always make friends with the old people. And that seems like if you have a caring personality and you want to be a caregiver like that, seems like the perfect job. So I'm still thinking about it. I'm not quite convinced yet, but it seems like something I would like doing because just the elderly are in need of things like that. They need companionship. They need somebody to talk to and hang out with. And, you know, so that seemed like a cool job opportunity that doesn't like strap you down to a specific schedule. And it's just more like a freelancing opportunity because you can tell them what hours you can and cannot work. So check all of these things out that I have given you and leave in the comments any that I have not mentioned that you do for some extra income, whether it's $5 a week or a couple cents a day, whatever it is, it adds up and it definitely helps. So definitely let me know if you have any other ideas in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and get to try out a couple of these opportunities. I'll see you guys in the next video.